Ooh, decent fish. I think he's got me wrapped around that piling right there. That is actually a very big grouper for inshore fishing. What a cool fish that is. Oh, and it just came off. All right, quick release. This guy came up and just smacked it. Look at that, he just sucked that Power Prawn down. Hey, this is Luke with Salt Strong. In this video, we're gonna be doing another rattle test. This is very similar. We have pretty good conditions for dock fishing, and we have the two Power Prawns, right? Same exact lure. One has a rattle in it, one does not have a rattle in it. We're using Battle Rattles. These are the Power Prawn Juniors on 1/4 ounce jig heads. We have the same rods, same reels, so we have two different lines just so we can know which one's which. So in this case, we switched it. Now, the yellow is the non-rattle, the gray is the rattle. Last time the rattles won handily. Let's see if they can do it again. Either way, we're gonna do 3 casts, then switch, 3 casts, and we're just gonna keep fishing down this dock line, and we'll let you know how it goes. There we are. Ooh, decent fish. I think he's got me wrapped around that piling right there. Oh no. Let's see, it definitely has me rocked on something. Thinking grouper. So it has me rocked. I have just 10-pound line. I should probably be using thicker line, but I wasn't planning on doing this when we first came out. So now this is tough. So I still feel it moving. I'm gonna get it, hopefully it'll swim out. So I just have just enough tension where the rod's barely bent. You can see that rod tip barely bent up there. Let's see if we can get above it and wedge them out. Ooh, yeah, he's just right down there in these pilings. Definitely still on. I can feel him still moving. So we're gonna see exactly where he is. Odds are there's some rubble down there. See if we can have him swim out. What you don't want to do is give just a whole ton of slack, because then sometimes they actually swim way back in there. So we want to know once he starts moving and pull him out. But again, sometimes especially with this light line, we might be out of luck. So yeah, I'm just going to give a little more time. Now I'm getting desperate, so I'm just going to let it have just total slack for a little bit, and let's hope he swims out. Yeah, he got me rocked in there good. And sometimes another little trick too is even doing like getting off the structure. Sometimes if you get it, do that. I don't know if they think you break off, but do that and let it sit for a little bit. Sometimes they swim out, but this one feels like he got me really good in there. Yep, he's moving. Let's see if we can get him out. Ooh, I gained on him. Gained on him. Oh yes, he's out. Let's see what we got here. That was literally just about to break off. Let's see what we have. Grouper. It's shocking how strong these fish are. But that's just a testament of not pulling too hard. All right, if I would have been pulling really hard, it would have surely broken the line. And this grouper had me just totally rocked. I see the hook deep. Let me get some pliers out, ready to go. Thing sucked down the Power Prawn, and just so you know, this is on the gray braid. I can't believe that thing came out. So this line is all messed up. Very, very chafed up. We got very lucky there. And that is actually a very big grouper for inshore fishing. Solid fish, these things are incredibly strong, and this thing just sucked down that shrimp lure. So right now, we have the rattles at 1. Oh, and quick release. Rattle check, still sounding good. And let's see what else we can do. We're gonna have to retie because this line got just totally wrecked from that thing, but really cool that we got that puppy out. We'll get back at it. Ooh, there we are, got something. Not sure what this is. Looks like another grouper. A little bit smaller this time, but on the no rattles. So 1 to 1. And we pretty much have slack current right now, so we're waiting on the current to start picking up. Right now we're having to earn these guys. There we are, small little grouper. Oh, there we are. Feels like another grouper. Oh, this is a flounder, I believe. Oh yeah, flounder. You never know what you're gonna catch on here. So this was just 2 casts after that little grouper. So back to the rattles, and this little flounder couldn't resist. There we are. It came up and slammed it. I think it's another grouper. So non-rattles, 2-2. We've got a close one. Oh, there it goes. Very next cast. Another grouper. So now non-rattle's actually in the lead. These grouper don't seem to care. Bites for the current's finally starting to move. We've been waiting on it this whole time. So now we're starting to get some action. These snook will hopefully start turning on pretty soon too. Fun little grouper. They sure do slam it. All right, public service announcement. Unfortunately, we have situations where trash gets in the waterways. It's on us, right? It's not gonna pick itself up. So it's on us to pick it up. Let's see if the Power Prawn can snag it. Oh, almost snagged it. So we'll go ahead and get this out of there. Oh, no, at least I gotta use my old hands the old fashioned way. Right up. So let's do all we can, make our waterways better, get that puppy in the boat, and let's keep on fishing. That should be good mojo to go out there and start catching some fish. Oh, there we are. This is another grouper. So another one on the no rattles. Very interesting. Oh, there we are. There we are, there's something. It feels like another grouper. Oh, red grouper this time. So guys, fired up. So now we're on the rattles. So 3-4. Non-rattles is actually still up, but again, these grouper are pretty aggressive fish. Hopefully the snook and redfish bite will turn on here pretty soon. But yeah, what a cool fish that is. There we are. This feels groupery again. Yeah, another little guy. Well, let's keep counting them, but this is non-rattles. So we are 5-3. Oh, there we are, got one. This is right down there on the piling. Another interestingness. So another red grouper. We're back on the rattles. This first cast back with the rattles. And this red grouper, another red grouper on the rattle. So 5-4. Oh, there we are. Right. Oh, there's a snook. Now we got a snook. So we are on the rattles. And finally, this current's just barely starting to pick up now. We've been basically fishing slack. Oh, and it just came off. All right, quick release. We'll count that. We'll count that. That was at least a hookup, and that was cool. So finally, you got one of the target species, and I believe that's 5-5. So it's been a fun morning. Oh, there we go. Something holding right by that piling. Oh, sheep's head. This is a sheep's head on the Power Prawn. This is actually the first time I've caught a sheep's head on the Power Prawn. That's awesome. So that's the No Rattles Power Prawn sheep's head. That is cool. Not a big guy, but I was basically dragging it right by that piling, and that's cool. This guy came up and just smacked it. There we are. Called it. Not sure what this guy is here. Oh, bigger flounder. So another flounder on the rattle. This guy might be coming over for dinner. Check that out. We'll bass him in. That's a legit flounder. Yeah, we don't get really too many flounder out here in Tampa Bay. Look at that, he just sucked that power prawn down. Ooh, something thumped me. See if, there we are. Oh, buddy, uh-oh. Oh, just broke off. Whew, that was a big fish, man. Yeah, the current finally started moving, and so now I can swing these lures closer to the pilings, and that one just hit a little bit too far out and ended up getting the best of me. But yeah, so that was on the non-rattle, so on the yellow, so 6 to 6, but then the non-rattles has the +1. So don't know what that was. It felt like either a snook or a nicer grouper, but it just got it. You can see it got around a piling or something down there and just snapped right through it. Bummer. So let me retie, we'll get back at it. Ooh, I had something hit it. Oh, there we are. Something as I was reeling it up. Well, oh, a snapper. Nice snapper. Our species count just grew, and this one was on the rattles. So that's probably just a barely keeper snapper. We're gonna let him go. Not quite big enough. But yeah, these snappers seem to really like these little shrimp lure. Rattle check, still in there. All right, so now it is 7 to the rattles, and then the 6 +1 for the non-rattles. This is a nail biter, and we just have a little bit of time to fish, so we're gonna do these last couple docks, and then we're gonna have to call it. Oh, got something. Another little snapper. So that one got off. So we'll go ahead and count that. That was close enough. We just lost one right before, and so that was the non-rattle. So now it's 7 to 7. All right, so we'll go ahead and end the test today. We had to work for them. This was actually tough conditions. As you can see here, it is just glass calm out, and the current flow really never started up. This was a very, very tough day, so this was really the only option is dock fishing. And even in tough conditions, if you get a good jig and bounce it by pilings, you can still catch a bunch of fish. And so as far as the rattles versus no rattles, it was pretty much a tie. It was close. So it was 7 to 7, but then the non-rattles had the slight advantage where it had that extra fish that we never saw, right? It broke off, but it was a nice fish. So if anything, the non-rattles this time had a slight advantage. However, the original time, the first test, the rattles had a actually big advantage. So, so far, I'm still leaning towards the rattles, but what we're gonna do is put together a summary of each species, because I think it's gonna be a species by species thing. For example, today, both flounder were caught on the rattles versus non-rattles, and also combined days, all the snook were on the rattles versus non-rattles. So again, still too early to make a firm conclusion, but that's just what I've seen so far. And as always, we're gonna be doing more of these, and we're gonna be logging them on this page, so make sure to bookmark this page if you wanna see the rest. Also, make sure to be part of our subscription. We're gonna email you the results. And so next time, I'm gonna do the same test, but instead of the power prawns, right, instead of the power prawn shrimp lures for dock fishing, I'm gonna go up on the flats. So we're gonna use the Alabama leprechaun, one with rattles, one without rattles, and see how the trout and redfish respond up on the shallows. So can't wait to see that. Of course, as always, we'll be sure to film it, record it, log everything, and share it with you once it's done. And as far as the equipment used today, so we had the rods were the bull-based Stealth Snipers, and then the reels, Procyon, they're Daiwa Procyons 2500s, both 10-pound line. The gray was the J-Braid 8 grand, and then this yellow is the Power Pro. We just kind of used that to know which one was rattles, which one wasn't. As we mentioned before, these lures are the Power Prawn Juniors. These things are awesome. I've really been enjoying these things, and we have a 1/4 ounce jig head. And then the rattles themselves, right, the one that had rattles was the Battle Rattles, our new Battle Rattles. So anyhow, leave a comment down below if you have any questions, if you have any ideas on how to make these tests better, right? Let us know what this is all about. This is all us helping ourselves while helping you. This is a win-win for everybody. So I'd love to make these as accurate as possible. So leave any ideas, suggestions down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time and watching this video. And if you're new to Salt Strong, just know that we're the best fishing club in America because we actually guarantee you'll be catching more fish while saving time and money. We do this through our premium education, our exclusive insider community, and huge discounts on all the tackle you need. To learn more, go to saltstrong.com. Otherwise, hope to see you again soon.